Okay, folks, I'm going to change it up a little bit today. This is Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. Today is Sunday. I'm going to address a little bit about something that happened. This is on the paranormal side, okay? Yeah, I do get things like that occasionally. So anyway, back in September of 1922, the family went up to Lake George. And we used to go up to Lake George as kids every year, the last 2 weeks of, first week in August, last week in July. So we spent 2 weeks up there. And Fort William Henry, we called it Mick William Henry for some reason, I don't know why. Was always an attraction up there. Fort William Henry, for those who don't know, is a fort at the south tip of Lake George that was occupied by, I believe, the British and then the French. And I don't know the history, so you're gonna have to look it up. But I believe that the French and the Mohegan Indians ended up attacking it and taking it over. At any rate, while a kid in Lake George snorkeling, I found what is known as a grape shot, a musket ball on a piece of a clay pipe. Unfortunately, my mother threw both of them out. That was my mother, you know. Everything went out in the garbage. The old Italian type, everything had to be cleaned, everything had to go. So anyway, that being said, so I decided to go look it up, see if it was still there for our new trip with the family. And sure enough, they have a haunted tour, okay, of the fort. Now, as I'm going along, I'm taking pictures, seeing if we got any orbs or anything, and nothing's happening. We get down to the surgery display, and now I'm going to videotape and see what's going on. I'm going to go around. So I start over here, and there's nothing but a brick wall over there. So it's nice in focus, and then all of a sudden it loses focus and goes back into focus and loses focus. Happens several times, okay? Something was going on. I don't know what. Then we went down further and then nothing happened thereafter. So what happened was, I was telling the woman who runs the tours, who I also, by the way, did a session, lovely woman, session with, what happened, she told me that her cell phone actually turns off when she goes down there, okay? So I go to show people what happened in that video. The video disappeared. Gone off my phone. I didn't delete it. I didn't do anything. It was just gone. And I heard at that point a voice said, "We didn't want you to see that gruesome surgery." And by the way, for those of you who don't know history back then, surgeries were pretty gruesome, okay? You remember, and I've said this before, you can't look at yesterday with today's eyes. It was what it was. Well, an entity down there did not want me to see the surgery that was going on, even though we really didn't see it. Okay, so I've since then had a lot going on. A lot of one client I went to see. I told her there was a French encampment behind her house for the Revolution. Did she know anything about that? She said no. I looked it up. There was. I don't think I told her. I said it was an encampment from the Revolutionary War. I looked it up and found out it was French, and because I had them with me. And lately, since I've left there, I've had a lot of Revolutionary soldiers coming to me, and I'm having visions of, yeah, I know, you think I'm crazy, okay, that's a trip to the Rainbow Room for medication. No, it's not, okay? Something going on. These soldiers from the Revolution, the American soldiers, have been getting active. There's something coming, and they want to make sure that what they fought for is preserved. Now, in my house, I've got a lot of stuff going on. The other day, we had my granddaughter's phone. It was away in a bag. All of a sudden, we hear something out in the living room playing. There was nobody around it. The phone went on. I was sitting in my office. I have, CD player and stuff. All of a sudden, the CD player changes discs, goes from 3 to 4. And I didn't touch a thing. I was sitting there on my computer writing. So I believe, and I was trying to put that together. Who's here? I know my grandmother, my father, and a few others, my wife's grandfather show up here once in a while, but I'm not getting them. And then it came to me this morning as I'm thinking about what I'm going to do today about Fort William Henry. It's them. It's the soldiers. They're letting me know. I'm seeing a lot coming. I'm seeing a lot that's going to happen. It's not going to seem to be good, but it's going to be fine. Just trust it. Stay strong. don't back down. Now is not the time to back down and buckle at the knees. Now's the time to stand up straight like never before. Trust me. So anyway, folks, I thought it was real interesting. They shut off all the lights, and you listen down there in the surgery at one point. I turned on my phone, nothing. Just that one area where the surgery display was like literally here, and I was shooting over here. I mean, you know, right, all joined together. And they did not want me to see that surgery. So anyway, guys, you got to believe, because it's real. It was an interesting time. Fort William Henry apparently has some other paranormal stuff going on. I also got something about a little girl disappearing up there. They thought that the Indians had stolen her. I got that she went to Lake George and drowned. So I don't know. We don't know how true it is, but it was interesting. I hope you found this a little bit interesting. I hope you stay with me. I hope you follow and like me. Okay, and like this video. Please feel free to comment on this. Thank you all for joining me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support. Have a great day, and remember, always remain hopeful, never hopeless. Always be optimistic, never pessimistic. There's no reason not to. And that's how you run your life, and your life will be better. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a great, great Memorial Day weekend. Relax and enjoy. I'm not going to say happy, because it's not a happy time. This is to remember. It's the people who fought many wars for this country, whether you agree with them or not, and sacrificed. And this is our day to support and you know, honor them for what they did for this country. Have a great day. Bye for now.